He said, "What?"
All right, everybody, welcome back to the show. I'm here with my guy, the man, the myth, the legend, the multi-time flag football champion, Daniel. What's going on?
What's up?
This week, we get straight to it. Okay,
Yeah.
so I flubbed that. So now on the recorded version, people are on. They don't understand why we laughing, but I fucked up the whole intro. Totally forgot how the intro goes. But we back. We here. Week 3 in the books. Week 4 coming up. This
Hey man, yeah.
it's one of those weeks. It's one of those weeks, man. It's a weird time, right? We're gonna jump in to a more esoteric conversation to be had because I look back on the podcast and every week 4 so far for 2 years, if when you go back to the week 4 episode, is always about quarterback play. Every single time. We had the first conversation was that long conversation we had about what's going on with quarterbacks in this generation. Are quarterbacks actually better or worse? And I think we've
Right.
kind of come around. I don't know about you, but I feel like the consensus is kind of settled on the quarterbacks talent are more talented, but defense has gotten to a point where it's hard to be Peyton Manning right now when everything is just cover 4, cover 3, and you can't just get big chunk yards
Right.
over and over to Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne every game.
Yeah.
But
He yeah, schemes and the front seven's becoming too good
yeah,
nowadays. Like they
it,
was good back then, but they was how there wasn't too. That's why back then a lot of the speed rushers were the best rushers because
yeah,
it wasn't common. But now I feel like everybody can speed rush.
yeah.
But it's just like the speed rushers are the better. Like there's speed rushers and there's like the best ones, like Michael Parsons,
Mm-hmm.
who could do it all. He's more like can do all phases, like bull rush, speed
Yep.
rush. He got the hands
T.J.
and things
Watt,
like
I would
that.
throw in there.
Right, T.J. Watt, Bosa when they not
Yeah,
hurt. Um, JJ was more old school,
yeah.
like how just he used his
Put
hands and more
move you out the
power.
way. Miles
Right?
Garrett is.
Yeah,
I feel like that's a good example
yeah,
of
yeah,
a
yeah.
modern
Miles Garrett.
version.
So I think the top quarterbacks in this era are like better like funner to watch.
Yeah, that's why I said
Yeah, like
talented.
and then yeah, they're more talented,
Yeah,
and you got some like cerebral is back there with the other quarterbacks, but the
mm-hmm.
other ones it's just like they're fun to watch. It's just like
Yep.
they, it's like it's hard to say because Peyton Manning did too. It's like Peyton Manning folded in pressure a lot
Yeah.
in his career, so it's just like you can't say the most talented ones folded in pressure, but it seems like there's like a cycle. If you get what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
during eras, there's like the Brady was Mahomes, but then under Brady you had like Peyton. Who was the other top quarterback? It was Breeze maybe, Peyton and Breeze or
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
that,
Breeze probably. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers.
or Aaron Rodgers and things like that. But you got like Pat, and then you got always Lamar and Joe and Josh, and I just feel like and then it's always going to be like that, regardless of how good these quarterbacks are. It's
Mm-hmm.
only going to be a few. There's going to be some good quarterbacks that don't win rings, and we're going to have this conversation 10 years from now. And be like, well, if this about maybe Justin Herbert or
Yeah.
Joe Burrow, so
Now the next conversation that we had was we went from comparing the eras to Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, Drake May all being pretty bad early on last year. So we were questioning like, is the NFL like, are we cooked? Like that's the title for that the week 4 last time was like, are we like, is it over? Like, are we just not going to have any good quarterbacks coming in as young guys anymore? And it's kind of what we were just talking about. The same thing has kind of played out. It's like it's defense. Defenses are really good, so a quarterback has to be almost even better to be good at this point.
right,
So I figured, hey, what better to do than have a quarterback conversation going into week 4 for this week? Except I wanted to have a different conversation. The conversation we've had, I would say, 10,000 times. But to me, the real question I have for you is, I want, like, me and you, let's have a conversation of what do you think the MVP, not for just me and you, but in general for sports media as a whole, what do you think the MVP should be based on? Because right now I feel like the MVP is just a pure quarterback. I'm cool with it being just a quarterback award. I'm fine with that. But if
Right.
we're gonna do
But if it's
that,
a quarterback, we're gonna have to rate the quarterbacks
but
then,
it's not even just
right?
that. We are at a point where the conversation for MVP and all of this has become almost all narrative based. So it's almost like there's these
Right.
storylines like wrestling. Like the past 3 years has been Lamar, and then you have Josh Allen won it because he should have won it the year before, but now
Right.
we want him to win it this year because he's taken on actual more of the offense on his own,
Well,
but he has
and
worse stats.
that's why you see some people get snubbed years
Yeah,
that they should have won. Like Pat, the year he got snubbed, should have definitely won it that
yeah, he
year.
should have one. Yeah, yeah,
And it's like the years Steve Nash won his MVPs wasn't supposed to be his MVPs. So it's just like, yeah, it's always been a narrative. That's why when somebody say, I say, oh, he gonna win it this year. Why? Because it's his turn.
true.
I think like it's a his turn thing. It's like it. So it's all narrative based. But if we want to make it quarterback, like
But to me, I think football wise. Oh,
I think
hold on. This fucking okay. Why is this shit? No. I think for football has been slightly different. I think most of the history of football, it's leaned a lot heavier towards stats than just straight
yeah,
vibes and
it,
narratives. Like, you have to have a really strong narrative for it to be just that. Kind of like Josh Allen last year, where it's like, we can't just keep giving Lamar Jackson MVPs over and over again because he's running for 4,000 and has 1,000 yards rushing and 4,000 yards passing, which that's part of the reason I brought this up
right,
again, is the Monday night game. Lamar throws for 300 yards. He has 3 touchdowns, but he goes basically 0 for 6 and getting a first down in the last 2 drives. Fumbles it before that on a 4th down, run straight into a defender. Derrick Henry fumble. That's a whole nother subject. But you played like trash in the last 2 drives that you needed to win the game or even just keep it close. And so, do you think that's a good game? Would you say Lamar Jackson had a good game?
uh, I think he had a sustainable game. I wouldn't say like watching the game. It wasn't one of those like Lamar games you watch. I think it was. Though I think he played well enough to win. I do, but it was one of those games where any mistake would have probably cost you that game, and they had that mistake with Derrick Henry's fumble. So I don't think he played bad. I do think that he had 300 passes. You said how many passing yards?
21 for
Three.
27, 288, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. Okay. And then 80 of those yards came in the last drive and another touchdown. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just like everybody was just, he was literally, it took him like 4 throws to get to the end zone or something like that because they literally was like, yeah, okay, waste your time.
Yeah,
So it's just like, so really it was like 208 and 2 touchdowns. So, I mean, and then how many rushing yards he had. So, I mean, it's a normal Lamar game to
35.
say.
Yeah,
Like, so, I mean, less rushing yards than normal, 208 passing yards and 2 touchdowns before that last drive. Yeah,
and see, to me,
normal.
my whole the reason so that prompted me to want to have the MVP conversation because I can't say that that's a good game. I also can't say Derrick Henry lost the game when they got the ball
No,
back down 7
right,
and you
but
went 3
I
and
didn't
out.
say. So I didn't say Derrick Henry lost him, man. I just said in you playing that way, which is not like okay, they got it in hand. That that did turn the balance a little bit. That was a big drive
Yeah,
to where the fumble drive. You didn't lose them the game, but you made it harder to win the
yeah.
game.
But to me, you still got. Let me see which time you got the ball back
Yeah, they had a whole
with
drive after
7.
that.
Yeah, you got the ball back
Yeah,
with 7 minutes left, and you go 3 and out, down 7. To me, and the
yeah.
first
Derrick Henry didn't touch, and he touched it like he didn't even touch it
he
that
didn't touch
drive.
it. No, it was
Yeah.
Lamar got sacked. They threw a short pass, and then he tried to scramble, and he got taken down,
Hmm.
and then they punted. So to me, it's like we at some point we have to put context to the numbers. And this is what I've been saying with Lamar
Right.
for years. And we've been having this conversation over and
Well,
over
it's the
again.
reason why Dak never won one.
Yeah,
Because
that too.
every time people bring up Dak for MVP, they're like, well, a lot of his yards came in garbage time. So just like same reason why they never put Joe Burrow in that thing
True.
because it's like
Y'all losing
because
games.
of y'all losing games and or your defense suck and you have to throw the ball.
Yeah.
Like it's just like you ain't got to run. So it's just like it's a reason why certain plays. So I mean I get it. Right now, okay. So if you was talking about MVP right now,
Hmm.
we going on week 4.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to say MVP for quarterbacks off the top of my head, without, I mean, obviously, I
Well,
think
hold on. This is
every
let me ask. This is the question I ask you before you get into that. I'll give it straight down the line. Lamar, say Lamar right now is on pace.
no,
Hold on, wait. I'm just gonna point out. This is why I'm bringing this up. Lamar is leading the league in touchdowns with 9. He's
right,
on pace to throw 51 touchdowns. Okay, he's on pace to have 51 touchdowns, 17 rushing, 4,500 yards, and another 1,000, like 800 rushing yards. That will clearly win you the MVP if he actually does that, right? But
right.
does that matter if they're 8 and 9? I guess that's what I'm starting to look at it. Because statistically, he's blowing
Well,
everyone out of the water. But if you're
yeah,
actively losing games, garnering those stats, do we give you the Dak treatment or do we give him a bump because it's Lamar?
no, because you know why? Because if they was 3-0 and he would be on pace for all that, then it would be look what he's on pace for 5,000 and a
Yeah.
thousand. But no, they're 1-2 on track to be 1-3 if they lose. So it's just like nobody cares about that narrative for 5,000. That'd be the first time ever, and probably ever is going to happen again where somebody throw for how many yards?
Oh,
For almost 5,000 and have 1,000 rushing yards.
yeah. Well, I mean, he's basically his 2 MVPs. That's what it is. It's 4,000 yards, 1,000 rushing yards, and now he's on pace for 4,500 with 50 touchdowns instead,
And 1,000 rushing.
and 1,000 rushing. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So nobody will ever do that again. But
But here's the thing. If I was to ask you, we'll use Pat, right? Eye test.
right.
Would you say Lamar is playing better or worse than Mahomes?
Uh, I mean, from watching their games, I would say it's dead even if you ask me.
Okay, fair. Would you say Jalen Hurts is playing better or worse than Mahomes? We'll use Mahomes as the barometer because I have a thing. I just want to bring up one thing.
Mm. I don't know. I mean, that second half against the Rams where he actually was throwing the ball,
Yeah,
but other than
but
that,
just overall, because this is the vibes test. I'm right now. This is the
yeah,
vibes narrative part.
I just because to me it's just like overall right now it's just like because if even if Pat is not playing, see, I look at it different.
Yeah,
I look at like when he do it and why he do it and how he does it. So it's just like
same.
system, like scheme wise, like systematically, he's making the right play, even though it looks like he's doing anything else or like
Yeah,
when it matters the most, Pat is making the right play. When so it might not look good the whole game, but when it matters the most, Pat's doing what he needs to. So it's kind of weird with him because and how I judge quarterbacks as well. But I judge quarterbacks pretty. strict and hard.
So who do you got? Who do you think is playing better, Hurts or Mahomes?
I would say right now, I would probably give it to Hurts.
Okay, that's fair. Now, Mahomes or Jordan Love, who would you say is playing better?
Mm, right now,
Yeah, just right now, just through 3 games.
uh,
Don't put no legacy on it. Just through these 3 games, who do you think's playing better?
I don't know. I feel like that'd be like I don't know because Pat these
I
dudes is playing decent and Pat's
Yep.
playing. They all just playing decent right now. It's just like
Mm-hmm.
they all got a they all got a game where they did good. They all got a game where it was like what holy shit, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
And they all got a good game. So it's like
Okay.
everybody. I think the only quarterbacks that are actually like I feel like playing better than Mahomes right now, like off what I'm judging, is Hurts, Herbert, Daniel Jones. Uh, Let me go down the list. Baker.
Okay. Well,
That's like
let me
strict.
ask you the other names. So you put Daniel Jones in there, and that was one of the
Right.
next ones. Now here's the one that I wanted. Do you think Mahomes is playing better or worse than Josh Allen?
Oh, there you go. I mean,
That was the last one. And see,
I know they three. I know they 3-0, but
yeah,
it's
this is where vibes versus the statistics start to trick you one way or the other a little bit. Because vibes wise, everybody would say that anybody you and I just named obviously is playing better than Mahomes. Like, and no questions asked, right? But then you
you're
look
right.
and you realize, wait a minute. We've been saying that the only thing here is Mahomes' completion percentage. It's 59%. It's terrible.
Right.
It's awful, right?
Yeah, but we see it. He out there throwing that motherfucker.
Yeah,
Like,
he's slinging the bitch. So
yeah,
then you if you look, Herbert's blowing everybody out the water, just
but he does every year
yards
though.
per game wise. But then you look like Jordan Love. He averaging 221. Pat's averaging 223. He has 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. Mahomes has 3, 1 interception, but Jordan Love has no rushing yards. You go to Josh Allen, they're pretty 250 to 223, 5-0 to 3-1 touchdown interception, 125 rushing, 124 rushing for Josh versus Pat. Pat's leading in rushing yards for quarterbacks too, which is weird. Then you look at like shit like the sack percentage. Like that was a weird one that stood out to me where it was like, it's hard for me to believe that Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, who else? Who else was on? Yeah, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Justin
But
Herbert have
so
been sacked more than Mahomes, but it doesn't feel like that. Lamar's
yeah,
doubled up everybody.
so
So when do we?
the
What do we?
Mahomes' narrative is never going to be based on to them.
But my,
He's never going to be compared to them.
but no, that's not.
So when he's trying to get an MVP, he has to play better than Mahomes.
But I'm saying I'm
So
pointing this out because I want to just point out that however this conversation begins to progress with the national media, that everybody really needs to stop and think and take a real stance one way or the other. What do you believe in more? Wins, vibes, stats, and what if you're going to say, well, I believe in a combination of all three. Okay, that's cool. One has to weigh a little bit more. You know what I mean? Like
right,
one, there's a natural bias here. To me, I lean a little more towards vibes with a reliance on the stats, because wins is like I don't wins is a team thing. If we literally don't have a defense, I can go out and throw, like you were saying, Joe Burrow. I can go throw for 5,000 yards,
but
and there's two
wins
versions of that
wins
though.
is the wins is a team's thing, but when you have the worst defense in football and you still 15-2 or 14
Yeah,
and 3 like Mahomes was,
but
now
that's
you're
what I was
talking
gonna
about,
say.
oh, okay, so when those wins were some of those wins were Mahomes wins, like,
Yes.
yo, we down, like the Houston Texans game in the playoffs, one of his first iconic comebacks,
Mm-hmm.
where they down 24-7, and all of a sudden we go up at halftime or some weird shit. It's just like so it just really depends on what the win
Or
is.
and then
Like
here's the other
comeback,
side. You could be Joe Burrow last year and throw for 5,000 yards, 45 touchdowns,
right?
and be 9-8 and miss the
I
playoffs.
feel like I feel like wins matter when you put your team, like you was the catalyst of that W.
Yeah, yeah. Like do you,
Like it's
or
just like
even,
even if you had a dominant defense that game,
or you had
but
a
you still
bad
throw for
game.
300, it's like, yeah. But like I mean, it depends on what a bad game
Well,
is. It's like a
look at
bad
the
game to you is not a bad game to me.
but look at
So a
the
bad game is
inverse. Look at the inverse. Lamar just had 300 yards passing, but you lost the game in the end of the game, and it was kind of on you getting sacked and then missing a pass and then not
right.
seeing the
Getting
open
sacked.
man
That
on third
those
down.
four of those 7 sacks are on
On you,
Lamar.
yeah. And so
Yeah.
to me, it's like, would you rather be Lamar in that game and have? And is that a good game, or would you rather be Mahomes in one of the games last year where it's like you got 170 and 2 touchdowns, but you got 70 of those yards, and the last touchdown is the last drive winning the game.
Right.
So it's like, to
You
me,
would rather be that one.
yeah, that's a better.
It's just
You had a
like,
better game to me if it's like I didn't
yeah,
have the
but
great stats; they
so
weren't
that's one
bad.
of those so that's one of those team wins that you're talking about. Because yes, Mahomes did drive it down to win the game, but the
You got to
defense
get a
had to
stop.
keep it close.
True.
The defense had to keep it close for him to do that. Because it's just like week one with the Chargers.
That's
If
true.
Chris Jones makes his assignment and stops Justin
Contains.
Herbert,
Yeah.
then now we're talking differently about this year's Chiefs.
True.
You got so it's just like, or if Bucker makes that field goal and things like that in the Eagle game, we literally could be. There's a scenario in each week that we could be 3-0.
Yeah, I mean, there's hypothetical. The
So
the Eagles could have
so
lost every game they played so far too. They could be
yeah,
zero
but
and three.
there's no hypothetical to where the Ravens beat the Lions. That I don't think so, because I think the Lions
You could
just
argue that.
really, I just really think the Lions were going to win that game. It's just
Yeah,
like
but I think
it's
if
like they just
Lamar,
and it's just like they're just like intensity and belief. I don't know, something about Dan Campbell. I was just thinking watching the game, I was like, why is the Super Bowl wouldn't be just weird?
well, I mean, it's gonna be rough if you can't stop anybody from
But
throwing the deep ball. If you can't stop the Ravens from throwing it deep, then you got some. You're gonna have some real problems if you got to go see the fucking Packers. Like you're gonna have a
yeah,
tough time.
yeah, but if that front seven go crazy, like Aiden Hutchinson was,
That's
it
true.
what Jordan loves see Aiden Hutchinson come in. What is he gonna turn into?
But see, this also goes back. Yeah, this goes back to the regression of the Ravens. That last year, everything we talked about last year for the Ravens is coming true this year. The offensive line got worse. The defense got worse. And they never
Right,
they
we
didn't
said
get
that.
better. But they didn't even take this offseason and do anything that really made them better. So now they're just in the same
No, they
spot,
just
and everybody knows what you're trying to do. We know exactly what you're trying to do with Derrick Henry now. Like, we know, like, everybody knows, we see it, people see
and
it
this
coming.
man gonna be so gung ho on protecting the ball. He ain't even gonna be getting the yards like he normally do.
Yeah. Somebody said he needs to take the sleeves off. Why you got 2 arm sleeves as a running back? That's weird. I was like, a lot of running backs wear sleeves, but yeah, like,
I don't know. I just feel like there's gonna be a lot of people punching at that ball now.
yes. So to go back to the MVP narrative, so if you want a mixture of narrative, stats, vibes, then Daniel Jones should be the number one.
Right. He should be
He should be in
but
first
he's
place,
not.
but he's not.
You know who it is? It's Herbert
Yeah.
because you know what? You know why? I'm gonna tell you this one. Because anybody that has a chance to be a nemesis to Patrick Mahomes always gets a
Yeah.
bump in the MVP
Well,
vote.
again, it's the
Daniel Jones, Daniel Jones is not going to be able to play Patrick Mahomes this year,
well,
and
yeah.
if they do, I don't.
But I
So it's
think
just like
it's more of the full narrative that people
you
have
know
been
what?
hyping him up for so long, and now he's living up
Hey,
to it.
guess what?
Huh.
Even if Daniel Jones takes a little decline, hey, we're going to give the MVP to Justin Herbert. We're just going to give you comeback player of the year.
Of course, that's
and,
what's gonna happen.
then there we go. Hey, if anybody wants some future bets right now and catch it wise early, Daniel Jones, comeback player of the year.
Yeah,
Like,
because I think,
but
but that's like Herbert. It's just the buildup
he's
of the last 5 years of people being like, he's one of the he's going to be next great,
well,
and they've
he's
won.
playing the same.
He's playing. It's just the same thing we've been saying. What
We
people
said it.
do,
He's been
bro.
an A quarterback
But
since he's got in the league.
but
He's been the same quarterback.
but this is
Like
why I've been
this is
saying
Ben Herbert.
we have to decide what do we count more on, because now we're gonna say because Justin Herbert is getting wins, which are more so like they are a team thing. I would even give the coach more credence to wins than just the quarterback alone.
Right,
It's like
right.
basketball. You play one side of the ball. So the quarterback, now that the team is winning, the defense is getting timely stops.
Right.
We're
It
not
ain't like
turning
he's
it
out
over.
there making like
He didn't just get better. This is the same conversation with
yeah,
Lamar
it's
the
just,
last 2 years. He didn't just magically get
it's,
better. He's doing the same
right.
shit he's been doing, except okay, maybe in
That
this
team's winning now.
yeah, in this moment you didn't throw a pick. In this moment the defense got to stop, and those are the
In this
two.
moment, this guy didn't drop the ball.
Yeah,
Like
somebody
it's like
got
something that
an extra yard and got a first down in the time they would have got tackled for a loss because the offensive
or
line.
blown coverage by the Chiefs.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Something like it.
and it's shit like that where it's like these are team things, and then we're gonna attribute. It's the same reason like if the Ravens start playing bad, are people gonna start saying that is Lamar
Well,
being bad, but he's gonna have better stats than the last
hey,
two MVP
if
years.
Justin Herbert is going to win the MVP, even if he doesn't
Yeah,
somehow win the division.
but you see what I mean with
Even if we come back and win this division, Justin Herbert makes the playoffs and keeps on this pace. It's like
But do you see how
unless
crazy that sounds? Herbert is going to put up the same numbers if they keep this up. He's going to put up the same 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns he's been doing for 5 years. And he's going to win the MVP because they team won more games than usual. Meanwhile, we're going to look at
right,
the other side and see Lamar going 9-8 but have 5,000 yards, 5,000 passing
yeah,
yards,
and no team
50
success.
touchdowns, 10
It
rushing
sucks,
touchdowns,
but a
1,200
lot
yards.
with well, just like a lot of people say, the team rolls how the quarterback plays and how everything, regardless on the side. MVP does the same thing. It's
But
like
then,
team success because they best team. The team mojo is built off the quarterback, right? That's
yeah.
what a lot of people say. It's just like
But then if you peel it back, why didn't Mahomes win the MVP in 2000? What is it? Hold on, let me go back and look. 2021, 2020.
because Lamar, when that the first year somebody ran for, ain't that Lamar's first year
I think
that
so.
won it? And it was somebody he ran for like 1,500, 4,000. Wasn't that the first time ever or some crap like that?
No, that was the next year. So I don't even know who the fuck was the MVP in those
Who
years.
won it the year? Who won it the year? Oh, Aaron Rodgers. The year he only threw for like, what's it, Aaron?
Rodgers. Yep, you're right.
Yeah,
48
the
and
only
5.
year 48. Yeah, and he only threw for
Let me see. And they team went. Let's find out. 13-3.
and we went 14-2.
So yeah, I was about to say 14-2. I don't know how I got this far off. Hold on, I got like 8 tabs of them.
That was like 20. That was 2022, 2021. What year you talking about?
20. Okay, so 2021, we went 12-5.
Okay, no, 2021 was the year with
2021 was the Aaron Rodgers.
and that was the year after we. That's the year we won the Super Bowl.
Post Super Bowl.
Yeah,
That's after the first Super Bowl. Yeah.
night. 19, 20, 19 we lost 20. Damn, there's been so many nowadays.
No,
You
19 we
started,
won, 20.
we
No,
won.
wait.
No, we lost in nine.
We
We
won in
won 19,
19.
lost in 20, won in 21,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So that was the year we won the Super Bowl.
No, 21 would have been, it'd have been 21, 22. That's the year they lost. Uh,
17,
no,
18
wait,
was
hold on.
Pat's first year.
See,
Was
this is where it
17,
gets
18,
squirrely.
18, 19. No, yeah, with no computer in my hands, like it was
Okay,
17.
so
What year is it?
Aaron Rodgers won the MVP both of those years. He won 2 MVPs back to back in 2020, 2021. I didn't even realize that it was
What
back
year
to
is it?
back. It's
I'm
2000.
trying to think. What year is
It
it? What year is it now?
it's
Like
2000. It's two.
that. It was like so. The decline has been bad for this man. It's only been 4 years since his
Mm-hmm.
last MVP.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn, I don't never want to get 40 years old.
It's yeah. That's crazy.
That's like hell no, boy. This man turned 40 and said, "What? I went from MVP to a Stiller."
Yeah.
It's like, huh? This nigga is a Pittsburgh Steeler, and that's crazy.
So let's see.
But
Oh, 20. Okay. 2019,
20,
2020.
20
So the
is when we
2019
lost to the
season,
Bucks.
because this is how it's weird on the stat sheet.
We lost to the Bucks.
No. On the 20, the years. If you look it up, it says 2019. That's the 2020 Super Bowl. So that's the one we won.
Right.
So 2020 is when we lost to we lost to the Bucks. The 2020-2021 season, but it's listed as
Right.
2020.
2020. Yeah, because it starts in 2020,
Yeah.
but it ends in
So the
2021.
2021 season, Aaron Rodgers won, and we lost to the
Right.
Buccaneers. The 21-22, Aaron Rodgers won the MVP, and we lost to the Bengals in the AFC Championship game. Now, my problem,
We went. Oh, I was about to say we went back to back years without a Super Bowl. No, we lost in the AFC. I'm like, wait, hold on.
yeah,
Now I'm
we
sound
went
right.
to the Super Bowl, but then
We
lost
went to
it.
the Super Bowl, lost, and then the next year lost in the AFC Championship.
Yes. Now, my problem is the 2020 season, Pat put up almost close to
Well,
5,000, almost 40, and went 14-1,
right.
and didn't win the MVP because Aaron Rodgers had his good year. And then he won the MVP the next year with worse stats, but the same record. And so
Right.
that's where I started to get I started looking at some of this stuff, and you go, hey, guys, we've got to fucking pick what it is. Mahomes has
They don't
similar
know.
numbers, but a better record, but somehow Aaron Rodgers is the MVP because you know what I mean? You start getting into weird shit, and that's where we're getting to now. Like, Justin Herbert could put up worse numbers than Lamar, Josh Allen, Daniel Jones, Mahomes, Jordan
Yeah,
Love,
because
but if they
he's
have
the media.
if they go 13-3, 13-4, or whatever, 14-3, that he gets the
Man,
MVP.
hey, guess what? If they win the division, you might as well just chop it up as a lot. He winning that MVP.
But that's nuts.
Yeah,
That's
I'm just telling you,
crazy.
if they somehow squeak the division from the Chiefs, Justin Herbert's win. They could be 10-7,
Now imagine that happens, and Lamar also keeps on pace and has 4,500
and he's
yards
9-8,
50 touchdowns.
and he's 9-8.
But
They're like 10-7, 9-8. Which one we want?
But
It's
somehow
like,
they make the playoffs with 9-8, and then now we looking at it like, what are we doing here? The guy with 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns is gonna not, and 60 touchdowns because he's probably gonna have 10, 15 rushing touchdowns.
well, the reason why the Bengals shouldn't, how Lamar shouldn't win MVP if the Ravens are 9-8. One, because if they're 9-8, he has to have some critical mistakes in those games
Yeah,
for them to lose. Two, you should not be losing to anybody in your division.
yeah,
So you lose to the Bengals with no Joe Burrow, the Steelers or the Browns, you're not winning MVP regardless.
yeah,
Like y'all should win that division. So
easily.
they shouldn't have not. They getting 6 wins from their division.
Yeah,
Can't tell me they can't get. They already got. Wait, they only win is from who?
The Browns.
The Bills.
They already got the Browns. They lost to the
Oh,
Bills.
they already got the Browns. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, they already got one.
That's one. That's what,
like, so hope they need to find 3 others that's not that, or 4 other 5 or some shit.
Yeah, it's rough. You see when you start being like, wait a minute, you need 10 wins.
Niggas start counting like, wait, you need 10 wins, nigga. That's 6 in your division.
You need
Niggas
4
like,
extra.
Who's the other 4? Shit, I don't know their schedule.
And then the problem is, and then we having this whole conversation, and where's Josh Allen at? Josh Allen ain't got no narrative. He doesn't fall anywhere good in the statistical argument. So now he just has to go win every game. Basically, he's in a position like Mahomes and the Chiefs, where these guys have been good so long, and we've been having these narratives so long, that now that Mahomes has fallen off a little bit, it's really a scramble for everybody else to be like, okay, we got to fight for our guy now. And it's like Josh Allen got it last year, so now it's like,
no, that's why you see a lot of coaches coming out talking about, we gonna be the next. Everybody hyping up their young quarterback now, like. It's like, why don't y'all hold the brakes before your quarterback plays, like in an actual game?
It's all.
Don't come on. Yeah. Hey, I don't know any coaches that's going to be new next year in the NFL. You probably won't see this, but let me give you some advice. Please don't hype up your young quarterback without them playing first. Like, it's like, hey, please, because it's going to make you look stupid when you go out there and not know how to play NFL football.
Yeah.
Like, it's like,
that's why I'm worried about your guy that you've been feeling good about.
Not know how to play NFL.
Jackson Dart.
That's my guy.
Because they hyped him up. He looks like Mahomes when he's the
No, I don't say all that.
Not you. That's what they've been saying, and that's why they changed.
Shout out to Jackson, man. I was saying that before all that hype, man. I wasn't saying none of that. I was just saying all that before the hype. I just think Jackson Dart, the qualities that I've seen him at Ole Miss, I felt like would transfer real good to the NFL in the right system. Like, I mean, the Giants wasn't the right system. They might change the head coach, so it might be a different system.
Yeah.
But like I said before during the draft, I like the Scatterboo. I like the Scatterboo Jackson Dart pickup. I said that during the draft session.
Yeah.
The Neighbors, Slayton, they got another receiver,
Robinson.
Robinson, yeah. So, Wendell Robinson.
Yep.
So I like it. They're young. Give them with a young quarterback. Let them all mesh together and find their own chemistry and their own aura as a team. That's young. Scatterboo's young. Robinson's young. Neighbors is young. Who else? Slayton is young. Let them find their own. You can't put somebody almost 40 in there and think they're gonna mess with these young dudes. Yeah. Especially Russell Wilson, who half these dudes probably didn't like because they was Future fans. Let's be honest. Yeah. A lot of these niggas, these young YNs in the NFL probably fuck with Future. So they ain't fuck with Russell. They know how corny they get corny.
Yeah, it's fucked
up. So let Jackson Dart come in there. I mean, see what he got going on. Ole Miss, it seemed kind of like New York Giants-y a little bit. Like
y'all over there, y'all just kind of doing your own thing. Well,
I don't know. I like Jackson. And you know what? Before we get into our other thing, shout out all the NFL Hall of Fame people that's up for. I don't know if it was real or fake news, but I thought I saw Alex Smith's name on there for on the ballot for the Hall of Fame.
Well, he's probably he's on the ballot, sure.
Hey, listen. I'm just saying.
He's not getting.
He ain't gonna get in. He ain't getting in.
Okay, as long as we being realistic.
No, I seen that. I'm like, that's respect. He ain't getting in. But no, I think Jackson Dart. I think now against the Chargers, I'm not expecting to win, so I'm not gonna go in there with like. But I am hoping. I expect something that's just like next week against the Saints. I'm just like, oh yeah, they definitely beat the Saints.
You're throwing him to the Lions.
Yeah, I mean, what else? Like,
hold on. Wait.
You want to see Russell against the Chargers, or you just throw your at home? Russell at home against the Chargers, or just throw your rookie in? They're not gonna be the crowd. Not gonna be too mad.
Bro, what place did the Chargers land last year?
What you mean?
Like, were they fourth? Were they last in the division? No, they were at least they had to be
No, they
third.
were
Then
third.
they was third.
Yeah, no, they were third. Yeah,
Okay, that makes more
they got a
sense.
third place schedule. They got a third place schedule this
Yeah,
year, I think.
because they listen to this: Giants, Commanders, Dolphins, Colts, Vikings, Titans, Steelers, Jags, Raiders,
Yeah,
Eagles.
they got
December 7th.
they, they got the third place schedule.
Then they play the Chiefs. Then it's Cowboys, Texans, Broncos. They gotta.
That's what I'm saying.
What the
They gonna have
fuck?
to nut up some games.
They're not really like who's scary in that. The Eagles, the Chiefs, and
I told somebody,
then
I said, if the Chiefs lose the division this year and come in second, will it be bad? Because next year we'll have an easier schedule.
yeah, it
I
might
was
not be
like,
a bad
to
thing.
get, yeah, I was like, I said we never thought about it on the other end. Like you realize sometimes these people, its schedule strength is off for a reason. Chargers is look good because they got a third place schedule. What if the Chiefs, with the same team that's 100% healthy next year, start the whole season with a second place schedule?
Yeah,
Ooh, maybe.
or or even third place schedule. What happens then when you have that schedule where you play Dolphins, Colts, Titans? Well,
Right.
Colts are a little, but you play Dolphins, Vikings, Titans, Steelers, Jags for a stretch of 6 games.
Right. They're gonna be like, okay, well they back to 15-3, like
Yeah.
15-2.
But
But
okay, so speaking of the top and bottom teams and all this shit, so the Chiefs technically. So this sounds
right,
crazy.
right.
The Chiefs are technically in a better situation in the division than the Ravens are. The Ravens have 2 teams that are 2-1. So they're technically tied with the Browns. Them and the Browns have the same record, and they're a game back in the division. So the Chiefs are tied. Like everybody but the Chargers has the same record. But if they lose and any other team wins in the AFC North, then all of a sudden the Ravens are bottom of the AFC North at 1-3. So speaking on all that, let's. Do you think? I don't even remember how I wrote this out. Okay, what teams out of the teams currently where they are in the standings do you think are like in or out of the playoff? Basically, this is like a different version of the real or fake game that we kind of play a little further into the season. But I wanted to do it a little earlier now because this is such a weird setup that we have
Right.
the 49ers leading the NFC basically.
Yeah.
Now, do you
So
think
I
do you
mean,
think they can
do,
sustain that and carry this to the playoffs? I don't how
so you want us to go like NFL? I mean NFC first, then
we can start with
AFC, or like how
NFC
you want?
first. Yeah, let's start there because the
All
NFC
right.
to me is a little easier. It's a little fat. We can get through that a little
Yeah.
quicker. But like the
So
49ers, do you believe in the 49ers' ability to
no,
make the playoffs or at least
no, no. You know, I had the Rams win that division,
yeah.
so no. Like I was like,
But it's crazy that it's
uh,
playing out how I was trying to tell you that their schedule is so weak and so soft that they're gonna win. They're gonna win a lot more games than they should. They should not be
right.
winning games. They should have lost every one of these games, and yet somehow they're 3-0, top of the NFC.
Yeah.
What about the Eagles? How do you feel about the Eagles? You think I didn't put them in the
I think
list,
there is.
but I
No,
imagine
but
they
yeah,
stay.
no, yeah, they're
So
fine.
Buccaneers, do you think the Buccaneers stay at the top of the
Yeah,
standing?
I do.
And
So at the top of the NFC,
yeah,
or
that's the
just the top,
NFC,
like,
the NFC. Because
I
I'm
mean,
basing this off of do you think they
I
can make
think
the
they're going to win that
playoffs?
division. I think they're going to win that division.
Okay,
So
which is not a it's just a fair. Now looking at it after that Michael Penix shit, we'll get to them because they're at the bottom. They're on the bottom side of this.
yeah, and that's enough.
Let's see. So next is the Cardinals. Do you believe
Mm,
the Cardinals can stay
I
in
don't
playoff contention? Because that's what this is really
no,
about. Top 7
no,
make the playoffs.
no.
So who do you think? Well, yeah, you like the Commanders, Rams, probably.
Yeah,
Does that push them
that's
out? Oh well, that I guess the real question is,
because
how do you?
remember I didn't have the Packers in my
Well,
in
yeah.
my
So
so, and I didn't have the Cardinals either.
how do you feel
So
about the Vikings right now? Do you think because they're 2-1, do you think they can sustain
yeah,
winning and make the playoffs?
Uh, I gotta look at their schedule. I mean, I think they could win this week. They got a good defense.
Yeah.
I think the defense is sustainable. Carson Wentz is. I mean, he played football before,
Ooh,
so.
they schedule
But
is rough. This is a rough little stretch. I mean, Steelers, Browns. You get through that. Once you get through that, you go Eagles, Chargers, Lions, Ravens, Bears, Packers, and Seahawks is in. But
that is rough.
you going a month and a half
With
of
no
just,
JJ, yeah.
I'm getting murdered.
Yeah, no, Carson, no. Yeah, I'm gonna have, after that. After hearing that stretch, I'm gonna have to go no with the Vikings.
Because once you said that, I
That's
was like,
right.
wait, let me see.
With
what it
Carson
is.
Wentz, no.
Ooh, I don't think with JJ.
I don't even think with JJ.
No.
Yeah, I was. I don't even think with JJ.
You
Yeah,
have a
no,
better
they're not doing it
chance,
with that.
but
Yeah.
and then we have rounding out the NFC side was Seahawks.
Seahawks. I mean, if I had to replace a team for the Vikings that I picked, then I'm picking the Sea. I mean, hold on. I gotta look. Who was my picks again?
So
Because
right now,
no, I'm saying like at the beginning of the year because I got to remove somebody off for the Packers. I can't remember who I had in
I
there.
don't know.
That
It's
was
tough. It's not. There's not really.
the Falcons. I think I'm talking about on my list, like
Yeah,
who I
no.
had when we did playoff picks.
I just mean there's not really. Maybe the Commanders.
I think I had the. Yeah.
That's.
But I mean,
that's it, kind of.
yeah.
Because if you said Eagles win the division, Bucks win the division, and then you had Lions.
Yeah,
win
I had the
division,
Rams.
Rams win
Lions.
the division. Then you had.
I had the Bears going to the playoffs though.
Bears. That's one that's
So
tough.
that's the. I would say I had the Bears.
And then you had somebody else. Maybe the Vikings was the other one.
I think I had 3 from that division. The Packers wasn't it.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Jordan Love like that.
Yes, because I said he'd be on goofy shit. Now I don't like goofy quarterbacks, but
I think people are forgetting they was in the NFC Championship 2 years ago.
Yeah,
with him.
But if I had to
goofy.
replace the Bears and the Vikings, I'm putting the Seahawks and the Seahawks and who was we just talking about? Packers.
Okay, yeah.
I just don't trust the 49ers. I just don't think the 49ers they got an easy schedule, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's going to
I think I'm with you with the 49ers.
I don't want to see them in the playoffs, though.
I don't either.
Like, that's what I think that's more what it is. Like, they might end up making it. I just don't want to see them there.
Yeah. I mean, they're winning. They're beating bad teams.
Correct. Like, so was the Steelers the year we beat them,
of course,
30-something to 6 in the first round.
Or the Broncos last year, where it's like, oh, they're a great team, and then everybody's like, the Bengals suck, they should beat them, and then they go in there and Joe Burrow's like, hey, watch this. Bo Nix had a drive to win. He could have won the game, but they didn't.
Yeah.
But okay, so yeah, I'm with you. Vikings. I just don't believe in the Vikings. If we want to stay on the NFC, the bottom of the NFC, the two teams I looked at on the NFC side that I thought could they work their way back into the top was Bears Falcons. And I guess this is the moment I want to take to point out both. I'll start with Michael Penix Jr. If you watch the first 2 quarters, I counted, right? He missed probably 5 straight passes where it's just nowhere. He looked like he didn't know how to throw a football, right? And then I noticed that after the first quarter, maybe halfway through the second quarter, they kind of realized he was off. And then I want to say he threw the ball 18 times. Let me go look just to be exact. He threw the ball 36 times. Excuse me. That's what it was. He had 18 completions. And I think I counted 14 of them were at the line of scrimmage. So you got to think about.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so think about that. He was 18 for 36, but I counted 14 passes were thrown at the line of scrimmage. Like, that's as far as he threw the ball. He basically just didn't throw the ball downfield except 4 separate times because he was so off. His throws were so off. He threw that bitch 4 times past the line of scrimmage. That is disgusting. And both his interceptions were him looking downfield, make my first read, make my second read, without even turning to take a beat to look at the running back in the flat, Bijan in the flat, his check down. He just threw the ball, and one of them was a pick 6. And then he did it again, and they was waiting for it because every throw he made was straight to the running back in the flat. That's why I was asking you, like, go back and look at it. Because I figured if you went and looked at the highlights, because that's all I did was watch the highlights. If you watch the highlights, you gonna see. Well, no, I watched the whole game. I sped it up. I forgot. But if you watch that shit is sad. It was sad because it was just miss, 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 and it was like, oh shit, okay, they punting. Then he comes back, miss, 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 or it was like, yeah, on all his passes. But they got a first down because Bijan, and then it's miss, pass, miss, run, first down. And it's like, hold on, what is going on? Like, and he's just totally whiffing passes. And then they come back, and I was like, "Oh, he completed a pass, but it was to Bijan."
So what do you think it is?
I'm worried that he's hurt because he is extremely injury prone. He's been injury prone since college.
He ain't played enough to be hurt.
But it could be anything. Like how old isn't Michael Penix?
Mentally, 29, ain't he? Like, I don't know how old he is.
He is
26,
25.
27.
And I think he blew both his knees out in college, right?
Right.
He got injured 3 straight years to start his career. And so I wonder if he's just dinged up. Like, same thing with you. Like, hey, I got some little bit of shoulder pain because I just couldn't figure out what was. You whiffed so bad that the coaches said, okay, let's simplify the plays down to basically you just gonna throw it to Bijan and the tight end running out in the flat. And then we're gonna take you out.
And Ray McLeod and Cal Pitts, you can't be doing that. Like,
and so I think if that was a one-off, then the Falcons I think can hang around for that 7th seed. But if something is wrong, they're done. It's over with because Kirk Cousins is dog shit. Like, he might as well not even be in the league. He looks like an old, washed-up man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to.
Yeah. He out there because he did that. This nigga trash.
Oh, weak.
I literally just watched this man drop the whole ass open. The Army East Carolina game. This dropped a swing pass wide open.
But Bears, how you feel about the Bears? I know you're a no on the Falcons. I think the Bears have the best shot of moving up.
No.
I have similar concerns about Caleb also, and we talked about that last week. Where it's just like I don't know if he got it, man. Like,
we seen with how the Chiefs did Russell. Don't trust quarterbacks that do good against the Cowboys,
and that's my point.
Like,
he didn't even really light it up. Really, if we looking at it,
like Russ did. Russ went for 4.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's
like you didn't really light it up. You had a pretty good game, and one of those touchdowns was manufactured. It was a fucking flea flicker, and the safety was trying to blitz. Safety was out there trying to get I don't know what he was trying to do. But what he had 300 yards, 4 touchdowns, threw it 28 times. Like, yeah, that was cool. That was a really good game. This is what people are expecting you to do here and there. They've been waiting for you to do this here and there for all last year. You didn't even. This is your first time doing it, and now we can't even be like, "Oh, good job," because it's the Cowboys. So I'm still worried about Caleb. But I think if any of those teams that are 1 and 2, which is Panthers, Falcons, Bears, Cowboys, Saints, Giants, the Bears have the best chance of moving up. Like,
right.
That's it. Everybody else is kind of like, ugh. Like, I don't know. I don't know if you're going to be able to do anything. Maybe the Panthers, if If they catch some good breaks,
We're not
possibly.
gonna judge. We're not gonna judge the Panthers off of the Falcons. So
Fair.
that's what we can do.
Bryce Young looks like normal now instead of just totally awful. That might help. AFC side, if we do that, we can start from the bottom. Chiefs, obviously, we both believe.
Man, we're not gonna do this.
I think people are underestimating how hard the AFC is going to be this year, and I think
It's gonna be extra
I
hard.
think 9 wins is going to probably get somebody in at the 7th seed. It's not going to take 11 wins to make the playoffs this year in the AFC. So if the Chiefs can just stay around 500 all year, yes, they're going to have a chance to win to make the playoffs. Because
Look,
are we saying that? So, uh-oh.
so
Uh-oh. Can you hear me?
yeah,
Okay. So are we saying that? So what people are trying to sell right now is that Chargers, Colts, Bills, Bengals, Steelers, Ravens, Jags, Raiders, Broncos are all going to be right in this same area and vying and fighting for the 7th seed at 10 wins. Because I don't think that's possible. How many is that? Bengals, Steelers, Colts, Jags, Raiders, Broncos, Chargers, Chiefs. That's that's 9 teams. That's 9 of the teams are in the same division. I don't even think it's possible for all those teams to get to 10 wins apiece. You know what I mean? Like if they all gonna be splitting and shit, then I don't even think it's statistically possible for 3 teams in the NFC in the AFC North, and then 3 teams in the AFC West, and then 3 teams. Well, I guess 2 teams in the AFC South to get to 10 and 11 wins. I don't even think that's possible. So then we talking about 9, 10 wins. So of course the Chiefs will be playing to fucking get the 7th seed. Now the Texans, on the other hand, how do you feel about the Texans coming up from 0-3? Do you think they have a chance?
no.
Because in other teams, it's like Dolphins. I was like, there's no way. Titans, no. Jets.
No.
I guess if the Jets beat the Patriots and the Dolphins, that's 4 wins. No, because you got to get 5 out of division wins because you're not beating the Bills. So,
You're not beating the Bills.
Yeah, that's no.
It's just like, what are the Texans gonna do against? I need to see them against. Well, we tried to see. They lost to the Jags already,
Yeah.
and then
I think a
the
better
Colts. What are they gonna do against the Colts?
Yeah, I think a better game to do here with the AFC is, can you get to 7? Can we even get to 7 wins? Because we already know, like,
What a middle.
if you go off of this right now, you got Chargers, Colts, Bills, and the Bengals are number 1. I'm gonna assume you don't think that that's staying the same. The division winners. But yeah, so there's
This
like,
man said the Bengals number. Hell no.
let's just
Like
say,
Ravens end up winning that division.
so let's say Chargers, Colts, Bills, Ravens. So who do you like in the 3 spots? Chiefs.
I don't. Well, yeah, okay.
If we just do that
He
automatically.
these niggas just dropping everything. Sorry, Carr.
I'm weak.
These niggas just dropped a touchdown. Like, boy, Army quarterback party out there. Just
He's sick.
These sick as hell. The coaches out here like these niggas can't
I'm weak.
catch. Okay, yeah, Chiefs.
So who's the 2? Who's the last 2?
Uh, in the AFC.
Yeah. Your options are Bengals, Steelers, Jags, Raiders, Broncos, Patriots, Browns.
I had the Broncos and Patriots in the playoffs, so I'm gonna just stick with it till I can't stick with it no more.
That's nasty though, bro.
Oh, actually, because no, I didn't have the Chargers in it. So if I had to switch something, it'd be take the Patriots out, put the Chargers in, or take the Broncos out. No, take the Broncos out, put the Chargers in, because the Patriots might because the Jets and Dolphins suck. They might
Yeah,
get 4 wins just from them. So they just gotta find 5 more other wins, which they could possibly do because they got a last place schedule.
yeah.
Don't they play the Saints sometime this year or some shit like that? Like,
Yeah, they about to play the Saints. So Saints, Titans, Browns,
see, I think they beat the Saints and Titans.
Giants,
They, I'm going with my boy Jackson in that one. Shout out to
Panthers.
Jackson. I think they beat the Panthers.
So basically, they got to try to get the Buccaneers, the Falcons, and who else did I just say? Yeah, they got to win one of those.
Why would they? Because once they work it out,
They
one
one
and
and
two,
two. So if we say, okay, you could get 4 wins off the Jets
and
and the
Dolphins.
Dolphins. So you need 5 more. You can get the Panthers.
Right.
You can get
The
Panthers.
Saints,
You can get the
Panthers,
Saints, Titans,
Titans.
Browns, Giants.
Uh,
That's 9. So I guess that's you ain't. I guess you don't even have to get the Falcons then. You just need
no,
to
I'll say they just
not
need to
fuck it
beat one
up.
of the
Yeah,
right, not lose to one of them other
that's
teams.
it. Just don't fuck up the other bad teams. Which
Right.
I think Browns is probably the
Just
questionable
be the
one.
best shitty team,
Yep,
and then you get to the playoffs.
that's it. Because that's crazy. The AFC is gonna play out so weird this year.
Yeah.
It's wild.
And I don't think nobody wants to see the Chiefs in the playoffs. That's the thing that I
Of course
told
not.
everybody. I'm like, y'all should be more scared about the Chiefs getting a wild card than
And knocking off one
it,
of the better
and not
teams.
it's like, and now we got a home AFC Championship game as the 5th seed.
Yeah.
It's just like what, and now it's like, oh shit, now we gotta or some shit like something weird like that.
Yeah, because the way it's set up now, if everything stayed the same and we replace the people we just said, like move the Ravens in to the AFC North slot, it would we going in to you would go into the first round, Chiefs Colts, game 1.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, people would be mad as hell. Like, of course, the Chiefs end the Colts' little happy run to the playoffs. But that's sick. All right. So let's nice little narrative based pod. Let's do some predictions for next week's games, and we can get up out of here and check out the Cardinals. Hopefully, not play like dog shit. Please.
Yeah, well, I got the Seahawks win, and so don't play like dog shit, but
I
Seahawks win.
I need the Cardinals to win the division so I can win this
Yeah, of course you
crazy
do.
ass bet that I have on. I think it's Packers, Cardinals, and somebody I can't remember the other one. 49ers.
That's the division winners.
Yes. So right now I have a ticket that's 49ers, Packers, Cardinals, and it's like plus 12,000 or something. It's like plus 1,500 or some shit. So I need please Cardinals.
What you put on it?
I don't even remember. I know it
Yeah,
cashed me
but
out like $600 or some shit like that.
uh,
I was like, all right,
shit,
that'll
I
be
got some college. I got some college conference ones. It's like 14,000 and shit. Like I just put like
yeah.
who's winning the conference. I got
did some of
like
those.
make the playoff ones.
Like I did an Oregon one. I did Oregon and somebody else to win their divisions, and I got a couple of those. All right.
I did see Clemson fucking me over. I did Clemson to win the ACC. I was like, oh yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, that's fucked up. They suck.
And I got Clemson going to the playoffs too. I'm like, you got to fuck a lot of my
Yep,
tickets
every
up.
ticket you got up. Yeah. Damn. We are Seahawks Cardinals doesn't count. That's gonna be over by the time this pops up. 8:30 a.m. game in Dublin. Vikings at Steelers. The Vikings are favored by 2.5. Why? I mean, never mind.
I got the Vikings.
The defense is just too crazy. They gonna have Aaron Rodgers scared out of his mind. That defensive line is
I
gonna
got
terrorize him.
I got my picks right here.
Let's see. Oh, let me click something real quick. I'll pull my bets up too. I forgot. Then you got Commanders at Falcons. The Commanders are favored by 1.5. These 1.5s is crazy. Like, how are you supposed to even really pick 1.5? That just seems so silly. You know what I mean? because that's just win. Like that's such a stupid number. I hate the fact that they do 1.5 because it's hard. Like, how are you supposed to bet on 1.5? You know, like what the fuck? I'm not getting nothing out of that.
Yeah, you don't. You just either do money line or leave the game alone.
That's what I'm saying. It's so I hate that number. But I'm Commander. There's no way I can watch Michael Penix do that and then have any faith in the Falcons right now until he proves otherwise.
Yeah, I'm not picking the Falcons over. Is Michael Penix? They said he's going to start again.
I would imagine they haven't said that he's hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not picking. So, ain't Jaden? Is Jaden not playing again, or is it Marcus Mariota come back that day?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I thought I seen that he was uh, practicing again.
Let's see. Looks like they haven't said yet whether he's starting. He was limited in practice today, so that's not a good sign. I would imagine he's not playing. But even then, I need to
Well,
see.
yeah, I'm still going at Washington.
Yeah, I need to see him do something. Saints at Bills. Duh. The spread is 15
Come
and a
on.
half. That's a large.
I'm not taking it. I'm just taking money. I'm not.
You
That's a
can't
big.
even. I'm about to say you can't even take the money line. That shit probably like minus 12,000, something crazy.
It got to be something stupid. Like it's probably like minus 725 or some shit.
Ugh. All right. Then you got Browns at Lions. The Lions are favored by 9.5.
Yeah, I
like the 9.5.
I would probably take the Browns. I like the 9.5 for the
Yeah,
Browns.
that's a cool. I like that number though because
Yeah.
they got to blow them out by 10. That's probably a
You
better.
got I like the 9.5 for the Browns. If I was a betting guy,
Like if you struggle with the Packers defense, you're gonna probably struggle with the Browns defense too. I feel like that's gonna be a long day.
It's on Peacock or Prime.
Should be Prime.
Okay, I keep pressing Peacock. Sorry.
Panthers at Patriots. Patriots, you got
the
Patriots are favored by 5.5.
You can't lose.
Y'all you have to win. Like if you lose this, like we were saying, if you lose this, now you got to try to beat the Falcons or the Buccaneers. That's really your only chances at winning. So you better fucking beat all these shitty teams.
Yeah.
Chargers at Giants. The Chargers are favored by 6.5. That seems pretty.
Chargers can't let Jackson Dart come in there.
How did he not catch
do what he do?
God damn it. Yeah. Giants. Shout out Jackson Dart. I hope he does good, I guess.
Prove me right, Jack.
I hope he does good. Shit. Eagles at Buccaneers. The Eagles are favored by 3.5.
I got the Bucks.
Wow. Okay.
I'm going Bucks.
Nice bold hot take. 2-3-0
I ain't talking much about it, but I'm going Bucks, baby.
I'm gonna go Eagles. They got to lose first. It's the same with the Chiefs last year. Somebody got to beat them first before I just wholesale be like they're beatable. Like we don't know. I don't. They might just be doing the same thing the Chiefs kind of did.
Yeah, it might be. But we didn't go 17-0.
True.
So
the flip side, a nasty game. So we go from 2-3-0 teams to 2-0-3 teams. Titans at Texans. The Texans are favored by 7.5.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
I'm going Texans, but they can't lose this game.
Let me think. You know what? I think this is where I'm gonna throw my little shocker. Might not be much of a shocker, but I think the Titans win. Jeffrey Simmons just terrorizes poor fucking C.J. Stroud for a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. That's a shitty game. I'm probably not even gonna watch a second of that game. Colts at Rams. The Rams are favored by 3.5. I don't know how. I guess they imagine that the Rams are going to stop.
I'm going Rams.
I'm going Colts.
Nah, I'm going Rams.
I'm going Colts. I feel like that's a easy sell right there. Because the Rams.
I'm going Rams, baby.
The Rams defense secondary is not. No, they're going to get torched. I imagine. Jags at 49ers. This is another one of those sneaky. This game's not going to be good game. Like that's a 2-1 versus 3-0. This is going to be
I'm going
This is
Jags.
gonna be a shitty game. I'm going Jags too, but like, it's not gonna be fun to watch. I've watched all 3 Jags games. Also, they are not fun at all to
Oh
watch.
yeah, bad.
Like it's
Bad.
it's rough. Ravens at Chiefs. Duh.
Yeah.
Like what are we
Okay.
talking about? Well, yeah, then we gotta ask.
It could be 0 and 12. I'm still picking the Chiefs. I don't give a fuck about none of that other shit.
I just think this formula is more simple for the Chiefs to win right now than the Ravens to win. Like Ravens win, it's that Lamar is outperforming everybody and Derrick Henry is running crazy. That's okay. Yes, cool, but you can't keep making mistakes. All the Chiefs have to do, if the Chiefs can run the ball at all, they're gonna win the game. I feel like that's a little bit easier than, hey, we need Lamar to kind of do something. But
Well, or I mean, you got
go ahead.
Tyquan Thornton that's actually exposing himself as a deep ball threat.
Yeah.
Worthy coming back. Hollywood still ain't even got going how Hollywood can get going. So I mean, and then when Rice get back, but it's just like, did you really want Tyquan Thornton to be single covered against your linebacker, your safety, or your fourth cornerback?
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, he's playing like if he is the fourth option, it's gonna be scary.
Yeah. Very. Now imagine
So
you got to figure out what to do with Worthy and Thornton. They both on the field at the
right.
same time. Now it's just Rashee Rice get to do whatever he want underneath all day.
Mm-hmm.
Just easy. And then Bears at Raiders. The Raiders are favored by 1.5.
I'm going Bears.
Yeah, I'm going. Yeah, the Raiders and we talked about the Ashton Genty shit last week. And he still didn't do nothing.
No,
He had like 17, 18 carries for 60 yards. It's just
he definitely on my don't bet list.
yeah. No, it's over.
I do not bet on Ashley Gentry. I stopped after preseason.
That's a sad pick, man. That he just can't get going. And Monday night, Packers at Cowboys. Packers are favored by 6.5. I'm picking the Packers too. Like
Yeah.
they got embarrassed because
I definitely probably laid at 6.5. I probably think they win by 7.
I think they're gonna run the score up because they shouldn't have lost to their Browns team. They probably are upset by that, and now they're gonna try to take it out on the poor Cowboys.
Yeah, I'll probably put Micah down for at least over a half a sack.
Ooh, there's no way you're gonna get that for anything past minus 500. That shit ain't even going.
That was a sack and a half.
A sack and a half, maybe. Yeah, I thought you said a half sack, but he gonna get one. Monday night, Jets at Dolphins. Dolphins are favored by 2.5.
I don't care what the hell they're favored by.
I can't believe that. Yeah, Jets. I guess I don't know. I didn't watch the Jets games. I seen the one with the Steelers.
I haven't either, but I've seen Dolphins games. So
yeah. Bengals at Broncos. Broncos are favored by 7.5. That's a lot. That's a little.
That's a lot. I'm going Broncos though.
Yeah, no Burrow. Vibes got to be weird in there. Poor Bengals, man. They just can't catch a break. But yeah, Broncos.
No.
Broncos win that. Yeah, and that's it. So let's go enjoy Thursday night football, and I hope everybody enjoyed the podcast. And because we're done. So we'll see you next time.
Peace.